Who has the deepest bag in the NBA right now?
The deepest bag.
Does this count for off the court too? Like how you walk in? Like, are we just talking about on the court, or is like how you walk in? Or it's like
on the court bag.
Just on the court.
On the court bag.
Okay.
But you could,
like,
if you want to,
I look at how you walk in. You know what I'm saying? How you get ready. Like, it's the whole aura.
Shade and shit. He taking over the
deepest bag. I mean, they can dribble.
Like you said, right now or ever?
Right now. We'll get into ever.
Post up, three ball. Probably Kevin Durant.
Interesting. Okay.
Like probably Kevin. Like I think because it becomes so simple for him that we don't really get to see everything he has, because it's like I can just pull up two. Like everybody doesn't realize he's a sharpshooter, but he only takes 2 threes a game. Right? If he took 10 threes a game, that'd be a whole different story. But like when it comes to just that overall, he got that double cross, that long cross. he has some things with him.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie
Irving.
I was hoping somebody.
Kyrie Irving.
I feel like that's like the most obvious choice. For sure. But so obvious is better. I mean,
I'm just saying, is it obvious? Is it true though? Does Kyrie have the deepest bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what makes his bag so deep? Because he understands how to move his feet individually with his hands. Right? So when he's moving, everything's moving the same. Like he knows, how to place everything.
And like, I don't think nobody in the league can just guard him. Like one-on-one, I don't like. I feel like if he wants to just get it and score every time, he can. Like it's nothing. If he misses, it's the ball fault or whatever. The rim tripping.
Nobody's stopping Kyrie.
It's just so it's different. Everyone's tricky. Like everyone has their own little thing.
Darius Garland got a bag too.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Darius Garland got a bag.
He got that Erky jerk.
Yeah. I'm waiting on him to take that next step too.
He got that Erky jerk.
Yeah, I like his game a lot.
So let's expand it out to our era, things that we've seen. You can go back a little bit too, but who has the deepest bag
ever
in our,
I mean, it has to be this era. I mean,
They didn't have bags like that back then?
They had little mini bags.
I don't. This is.
They got duffel bags now.
We got duffel.
Yeah. What about your bag?
I was fast.
And you can score and can score. And
but I'm saying because I was fast, I didn't need to do all the.
So where would Allen Iverson be in this conversation?
Okay, now that's tricky, right? He comes in '96, right? And from like '95 on, they didn't know how to move left to right. So they like Tim Hardaway was like hurting the league, right?
Yeah.
So when Iverson came in and he had that extended cross, he was making all guards and anyone who guarded him look so bad because they didn't know what it was that they deemed it illegal. Right? So they deemed his crossover illegal. So what they were doing is targeting him. So you took that weapon away from him. So he had to try to create other ways to try to, figure out how to score. I mean, he wasn't the best dribbler. Like he wasn't like Kyrie and Chris Paul and all of them. He just knew how to get where he was gonna go. Right? He was fast and quick, low, crafty.
Jamal Crawford's in there. Jamal, he could pick up a ball. Jamal Crawford can pick up a ball anywhere and just
to this day
and get a bucket right now.
He still has buckets to give.
It's so hard because you see more of dudes' bags in the summer, because that's when they have the freedom, right? Versus when, like Nick Young in the summer versus Nick Young in the
Well, I'll say even
Nick Young in the summer versus Nick Young in the season.
Only some players get that freedom during the season.
What about a guy like Baron Davis?
Oh, y'all.
People sleep on BD, but
no, that's a good one. Nah,
yeah.
You know,
he had all that jerk.
If BD stay healthy, he top 3 in the league.
Yeah,
every year he in there. Yeah,
jerk. Like, if BD style came into this era, it'd be hard to guard him because he was such a great passer first that's where he was. He was a passer, didn't score. So, but no, he was so good at scoring and creating space and doing all that. But, you know, he relied more on his assists. So it's like, you know, like more like a Darren Williams style, right? Like, I'm gonna give you 22, 23, and, you know, 10, 11 assists. But if BD wanted to average 30, there was nobody gonna guard him.
Big, strong.
Yeah, Steve Francis, you know, those type of.
Another guy watching in the summer was like, nobody in the gym could guard BD.
Jason Williams was nice, white chocolate.
Yeah.
White chocolate had a bag until they put the cuffs on him.
So chat threw some names in. Marbury, Rod Strickland, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
I like, I like.
He was Steph without the dribbling.
Who, Mahmoud?
Yeah,
but
like
he
gonna give you the irk, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard to put the '90s guys in there because there's rules. Yeah. Like people don't want to accept it. Like, stop fighting me on this. Like, your rules handicapped you. Yeah. I don't care what you say. A Bugatti in 1980 and 90 is not faster than a Bugatti today. I'm sorry, they updated the engines.
But it's still,
right? So,
it's still you know what
I mean? There's no test.
A little bag versus a big bag. You still got a bag.
That's what I'm saying. There's no test of time. Like, we get it. You were good then, right? The moves that we're doing today, right? 10, 15 years, they're gonna be creating some shit that makes today look horrible. At some point, I'm pretty sure in 1950, the moves they were doing was awesome, right?
Well, Pistol Pete, the only one probably got a bag. Yeah. Pistol Pete probably the only one that got a bag back then.
And his bag
and we're talking about the 70s, and that's from the 80s on the 90s. Like, he's the only one.
Like even Magic, his passing bag was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like Pistol Pete is really underrated with passing because he had no reference of the things he was doing. He was just creating it with his imagination. They're still not doing that today. Some of the things he's done, they've never done it again.
Yeah.
Right? So it's crazy, still never done it today. Right. Like Jason Williams was the closest.
The only one, White Chocolate was the only one trying to do the.
As I said, he's the closest thing to Pistol Pete when it came to just creativity and making passes and doing all that. But, you know, as time goes, players look at stuff and create. You know, 19 was it? What was that dunk contest, Michael Jordan? 1988. That was the dunk contest of the dunk contest, right?
So old people still talk about that.
You watch it now, you realize, you know, out of 12 dunks between Jordan and, you know, Wilkins, 9 was windmills. All right. I guess, you know, I'm going to windmill from the middle.
That was Dominique.
I'm going to windmill from the side.
I'm going to go to the side, do the windmill. It ain't changed, bro. I'm going to go to this side, windmill. I'm going to come at an angle. Listen, it's a windmill, right? You don't get extra points because you changed where you did it, bro. It's a windmill, okay? Every year. 1986, 70. We know what Dominique's gonna do. We know what Michael Jordan. He's gonna rock the cradle. We're gonna jump for the. Like, this is the problem with that. When he first did it, jump for the free throw line, 50.
Yeah.
The next year, 45. The next year, 40. I'm not giving you a 50 every time you do that same dunk. I'm sorry.
We saw it.
What kind of dunk contest is this?
You gotta come with the James Flight White though and give me something with it.
I was watching it because I wanted to critique it. The first dunker, Otis Smith, came, did a reverse windmill.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
40. Next man, threw it off the backboard, two-hand dunk. 41. What? Dominique Wilkins came up, windmill. 44. Like, hold on. No, hold on. The first dunk was the 44. The first dunk was the 44. Off the two, it's like, oh, y'all so crooked, man. Just, all right, we got it, Jordan and Dominique.
It was the 80s, girl, you know.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
it was on that white.
But as I said, like, then, like, come on, like, if you see the dunks now, okay, we got better, right? We got better.
No, for sure.
Like, you know, don't tell us who the best dunker is. We know, we can see it.
All right, so last question for you on this subject. Whose bag do you wish you had when you look at it throughout the course of NBA history? Who impressed you the most? And you know, Gil, you say you used to always write down people's plays. Who was the guy that you were writing down a lot of their stuff, trying to incorporate it into your game?
Everyone. Like, everyone. If someone had a right to left crossover, I wanted to see what made his crossover fast. Like, someone who had great, like Joe Johnson, the way he moved and his low split from Telfair spin, how he, you know, like that Garland, you know, when Garland has the ball in his left hand, he cuffs it and spins, right? He don't do that on the right side, right? So now I want to see, like, how his footwork is when he does that move, since he gets away with it, right? You know, like, people have their tricks that make them good, and I just wanted to learn them, add them, you know, to my game. Like, for the most part, I knew how to do every move, I just didn't need to. You know, most players who are really super fast, they don't have the dribbling because they don't need it. They're just going to use their speed and just take off.
If I had to add anybody's bag, mine.
You just keeping yours?
I'm the most influential out of California ever, so I'm not changing that. I like my bag.
Straight like that.
You don't want any?
High top, Gumby, I like my bag.
So is that what you include with the off the, because there's a whole aura of swag though. Like walking into a gym, everybody knows, oh,
Yeah, like
BJ here, okay.
Ask anybody in 07, 08, when B. Jennings walked in the gym, everybody knew. So I like my bag.
How would you map that out timing-wise? When are you showing up for games?
Back in high school?
Are you making an entrance? Like,
I mean, it was.
You coming to watch the girls play before?
No way. No. I'm coming in right. I'm coming in right when the game is almost over. Like around like third quarter, you know, got to check it in, walk through. You know that walk through in high school, you know, walk through, headphones on,
Yeah.
you know, swagged out, go in the locker room, come back out. First thing off the backboard, song.
no jumpers during the JV game?
Nah, nothing. Nah, nothing.
Anytime you saw a team getting up jumpers, they're about to get cooked.
Nothing.
Y'all trying to shoot jumpers during the JV
And then
halftime?
Hey, my swag was
down.
different in high school.
Nah, but I love Kenny Anderson though. Like Kenny Anderson, Georgia Tech, Kenny Anderson. Like if I had like that Kenny Anderson, Georgia Tech swag. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the best point guard ever out of New
But you
York
know you
City.
got to take his jumper too, right?
Huh?
You got to take his jumper too. No, I'm just saying you got to take his jumper if you're gonna take his bag.
No, I wanted this back. I'm taking my.
Oh, the Bobby Hurley?
Huh?
The Bobby Hurley?
Yeah, the Bobby Hurley. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I used to try it too, but because I wasn't left-handed, it irritated
couldn't do
me.
it?
I got to try it on the right side and just
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Lexi, whose bag do you wish you had?
I don't know if I wish I had it, but it's someone that I like watched a lot. Christy Tolliver. She went to Maryland. She plays for the Mystics now. She was my teammate last year, actually, in LA for a year. She's older. They won the championship, I want to say, in 09, maybe, at Maryland. She's the reason why I went there initially. Great shooter. Her handle is definitely better than mine, especially at that age. So she's someone I watched a lot. Shoots behind screens. Doesn't really shoot a ton of layups. When she does, they go in. So that's pretty accurate with my game a little bit. So, yeah, she's someone I definitely looked at a lot.